Good morning. I haven't done any warm-up today yet, so get straight into that. I want to work on Hikite today because my Hikite is wrong. Also want to work on, I want to do a run-through of Saifa, maybe first kata, because Hikite is obviously used in first kata and Saifa is my grading kata. I'm not sure when I'm going to be grading, so just want to get prepped for that. I am really stiff. I've done three 2-hour sessions this week. Ow. And then the stuff in the mornings. Yeah, so I think it'll be close to about 7 hours of karate this week. You know, this is almost coming up to my 1-year anniversary at GKR. I joined in June the 4th, I believe, or around that time. I think I did a week before I actually got the pass. You know, you got to sign in. So I think it was like a week before. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's coming up to a year. And a year, and I've done two gradings, and one tournament. And I train probably, well, at the moment, for the past, I don't know how many months, a good set of months, I've been doing at least 3 2-hour sessions a week. Yeah, because I'll either do tournament training on the Sunday, or if I can, and I will do three during the week, and a tournament training if I can. Although Sunday is a bit of a awkward day, as you can probably imagine. Oh, everything is clicking. Everything is clicking. Ow. Okay. I am gonna have to do some proper yoga tonight. Right. So Hikite. Hikite is your hand in chamber, and I'm doing it wrong here. This has also been picked up on the comments on the channel, as well as definitely in the dojo. And see, I used to put my pelvis hip bone is here, right? I used to put it on the hip bone. But if you do that, your elbow frays out, right? So it needs to be the last rib, and it needs to be forward a little bit. So your fist isn't resting here, it's actually coming out to about there, and it goes up and it goes in. So elbows have to be back. So this is one of the beauties of the camera, because I can actually see it now. So I'll play this back and I'll see the difference, because usually it would be here, and you can see that there's a big gap. If you think of the elbow like a rudder, right? It's going to be pushing this punch in here, and now I have to bring it in the middle, which means that I have to make some adjustments. Whereas if it was up here, so just resting on the sort of, not the lower rib, but there's like the bit between the rib and your hip, sort of that soft bit there. So that brings it up, and it also automatically brings it in a little bit. And then you just have to be a little bit more controlled with, so even then I can push out, you can see, but I need to bring it back, push it back. So you'll see when I do the katas, the first kata, if I'm coming in and this isn't low enough, I will push my hand down to remind me to do that. So I think what I'll do with the Hikite is if my elbow is too pushed out, then I'll do the same, bring it back in, just to remind me that I need to keep this here rather than here. Just one of many details that I need to work on, but all I want to do is work on Hikite today. Hikite, first kata, and Saifa. So we'll do a couple of those. Put this watch on actual. There we go. Problem with doing so much training is that I'm burning so many calories, and it's good to keep it tracked. So put both of these in. Coming to high touch, put both of these in here, and I can automatically feel that I'm doing this. So it needs to be brought in and in. There we go. I'm gonna go in this view so I can see, and also from behind, and also here. This is what I need. Okay. All right. Beforehand, it was here. This feels more relaxed, but can you see the direction these are going in? So if I was to push forward, I would have to make that little adjustment to bring it out. All right. So again, I'm just going to see the difference. So when I get to play this back, I can see the difference. So from here to here, okay? From here to here. And relax those shoulders a little bit. Okay, all right, so I'm just gonna do some punching. I'm gonna do five on each arm, stomach level. So there we go, 1, 2, and get used to bringing that back. Stomach level. And there is actually more of a rub. And there's not more of a rub on here, but it would be the gi. I purposely not worn a gi because I can I can see the problem more clearly. And actually, if you're hitting stomach level, I think that's been 5. If you're hitting stomach level, there isn't much in terms of a height difference between where the Hikite is and where the stomach sort of is. You know? So here. Whereas if it was down here, that would be not only are you having to redirect it to the right place, but you would also have to bring it up higher. I've got Garmin working. Okay, so I need to watch on that, right? I need to keep my chicken wings out. And it's really odd because the wrist here, where you see here, the wrist here, usually I would have this pulled back so that the whole hand would be on the hip here. But actually it needs to be pulled forward like this and then pulled back and then up. Yeah. So your wrist, there's actually a gap, as you can see. Yeah. So your finger, this part here, shouldn't be on the hip. It should be just in front. It's going to take a bit of time to get used to this, I think. 2, 3, 4. See, even then I'm coming out, then bringing it back in. I can feel it going this way. Because my brain is like, it needs to go down. But you can't. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do some first kata and bring those principles in. So, okay, so Hikite, Hikite, Hikite. Okay. First kata. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that feels different. Gandan Marai feels different because your hand is higher. Okay. It needs to come down. All right, these 3 punches work on the Hikite. Good. Okay. Now the turn. Okay. Okay. Better. So look in the camera. That wrist needs to come down a little bit. It's up here. It needs to come down. Is that the same? Yeah, it needs to come there. Too high. Okay. I can really feel like there's more tension in here. Also, I'm sensing and I can see that my wrist's bending up. needs to come down, and I need to be more relaxed. It needs to flow in. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump into Saifa now. So, still learning the various details, and actually the sequence of Saifa, still learning that. So I'm going to get probably a lot wrong, but I'll talk through it. Because there was some pointers that was given to me yesterday that I wouldn't mind just trying to reinforce. Yes. So I have to come right here. Okay, Saifa. So straight ahead in. Oops. Let's do that again. This needs to come up because this is Hikite, right? There we go. Up, out. Get some room. Hang on. I was here. Okay. Now, that way. Get the balance. Kick. Kick. Hikite. Up. Shoulders back. Okay. Right over left. Don't hit the dog ball. Left over right. Up. Down into Hikite. Bring those back. Out. I'm just going to move this way. Okay. Hi. And I think this is here. No, it's not. It's there. In Hikite. And then this is in Hikite. That's down. It's a short punch. That's in Hikite. Right. Let's move over here. That's the hammer. This needs to be in Hikite. And then that's the short punch. That needs to come flat. Up here. That closes and turns. And then there we go. This needs to be in Hikite. So out here. And then turn. Open hands. And I think this needs to be, it's not that, it's, all right, yeah. So there's a lot of things from first kata that actually is in Saifa, hence the Hikite hands. Yeah, so let's do first kata again, then let's do second kata, and then do Saifa, then first, then Saifa, then first. Just keep going. Work on those Hikites. All right, so first kata. I'll stand here. First kata. Keeping that elbow in. Not here, here. Down. Not here, here. Not here, here. Bring it down, elbows back. Not here, here, elbows down. And back. Okay. Not here, here. I have a problem with the turns, Gadamurai, getting back into the right Hikite. Okay, got a problem with Gadamurai and Hikite. It might be something to do with the turns. Let's just stand in Hikite for a moment. So, yeah, see, that's wrong. Forward. I'll do it this way. That's a bit better. I should put it straight back rather than put it out and then bring it in. Yeah, gonna need to work on that. Right, Saifa. So, Saifa. Okay, take a couple of steps back. So it's straight forward, here, up. I need to work on my leaning. It's not here, it's not there, it's there. Take a couple of steps back. Okay, so Hikite, straight in. Bend those elbows, bring it down. right over left, left over right. So that's right foot over left foot, and then left hand over right foot, left hand over right. So it's here, and then it's there. That goes up. It doesn't come over here. It goes there. Your hips are straight. Back into Hikite. Let's have a look at that. Can I see it through the oven window? Okay. Into collarbone. And then bring it in, then down. Nice and slow. Okay. Now, hammer to the head. That needs to come straight down. This, see, this is wrong. It needs to come out here. This is Hikite. And then that again. That's just a short stomach punch. And then feet aren't correct. That still isn't Hikite. I think I'm offline at this point because that's the stomach punch. Hikite needs to be up here and flat. And then that needs to come out. And then that's the stomach. Is that right? No. No, that's that. We twist. That comes back into Hikite. We then turn that foot. We lean forward, keeping those legs kind of together. We bring that foot back. And we go back. Sit into it. Okay. Lots of things to touch up on that, just in Saifa in general, but I can just see, because I'm focusing on those parts, my Hikite is just certainly not as good as first kata. All right. Let's do first kata again. Just in case I do go to tournament in June, I'll have to start with first kata because I'm only an orange belt. So, first kata. Okay. Nice. That's better. Okay, that felt better. I'll have to re-watch it. But it felt better with the Hikite hands. It was a weird sensation because I'm so used to it being wrong that it's that little detail. You know, you can feel when you're doing it right, or better than it was. So, yeah. Saifa, let's do it. Now, I won't be using Saifa in any tournaments coming up. So, this is just grading. Just grading. This is because I know that I'm not as polished in Saifa than I am with the other ones. Saifa. And I think the next grade I go to when I do a tournament and I'm a different belt, I think I have to start with Saifa. So, you know, I need to know it. I think. I may have got that wrong. Anyway, that is first kata, and I ain't doing first kata. I'm doing Saifa. Okay. So, Hikite hand, Pete. Keep that Hikite hand right. Up. I have no room. I've ran out of road. I was here. I need to work on that whole mechanism. Catch your balance. Kick. Kick. Hikite. Hi. Hikite. God, I need to work on that 10. Hikite. And then offline. That was wrong. Hang on. It's keep that together. Yeah, I need to work on the turns, the end piece, and this bit that I do behind is so we've just done this. We turned in here, and then we go back online. That's the stomach, and then it's a turn off of this leg. So if I pretend that we're here, and it's a turn off of the back leg. So it's here now. This comes in, that's the hammer. This is in Hikite. And then what happens is this comes, you turn your hips, that goes into stomach, this is flat. And then And as you do this, as you turn, as you move forward, nice and slow, it's not a big turn. That comes out like that. And as that comes out, this curls under. Like that. So we'll do that again. So it's the back leg. Just come off from a hammer. I'm offline. I'm now online. That's the hammer. Okay, I think I'm on offline. And then that's online. Legs are all wrong. That needs to be flat. That comes back into Hikite. Right, and then the next one is that punch. Then we turn this leg this way. I'm going to need some more room. As we do, we bring that in like that. We scoop down. Yeah, it's all wrong, but, well, the details need to be perfected, but the sequence is okay. It's telling me I've been doing this for 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Hikite is important. I need to work on that. Maybe I should do some, get into Sanchin and work on, it's that, isn't it? It's opposite leg hammer. Yeah, see? That's not right at all. It should be here. Yeah. Okay. From here, it is nice and slow. There. So from here, yeah, here. Don't worry about the hips too much. Not working on that detail. I'll do it on the other hand, on the other leg. So it's here, that's in Sanchin. So I need to do that. I'm going to do it this way around so I can see the elbow. Hang on. It's that one. Right. That's a bit better. Up. That needs to be down. Okay. I'll leave it there. Obviously, a lot more practice is needed.